Good afternoon, Clarkson Commercials in Glasgow, Scotland here once again, and this time round we've got a 2011 on the 11 plate. It's one of the incredibly economical Peugeot Bipper 1.3 HDI vans. It's a 1.3 HDI Peugeot Bipper 2011, direct from Peugeot Contract Hire, so it's been with them from new. And this is the professional model, so it's got a nice spec on it, a high level of spec for a small van. And in a couple of minutes that I have, I'll show you all around the vehicle, and hopefully you enjoy what you see. It's factory blue in colour, which is a welcome change from the white. It's got the professional spec wheel trims on it. It's got the side loading door. Do not assume they all have a side loading door, many of them don't. Coming round to the back of the van, you can just see further clarification here that it is the professional spec, and I'll just open up the back doors and show you inside the back of the van. And here we are, all correct and present in the back. Again, being the higher spec model, it's got the bulkhead, the steel bulkhead that separates the back from the front, and there is a side loading door off to the left hand side, and you've got 4 tying eyelets on the floor. But really all correct and present, and all exactly as it should be. Right, coming down the offside now, just into the driver cabin, and I'll just climb in here. Right, and what we have here is a service book for the van, last serviced at just under 40,000 miles. We've got the logbook confirming that it had been with Peugeot from new, MOT until April of 2015, and we've got the radio codes and some other accompanying paperwork there. Being the higher spec model, what we've got here is remote central locking. We've also got the spare key as well, which is very handy to have, and that remote locking is part of the higher spec. On that same theme, we've got air conditioning here, which is very handy. We've got the button here that will lighten the power steering. That will really be able to spin the wheel with your finger in a sort of city parking situation. That's what that button there does. We've got a multifunction steering wheel. Just cut the phone off, hold a second. Sorry about that. Right, so yeah, we've got the multifunction steering wheel. It's got Bluetooth as well, so you would answer it via that button there, and you would cut your call off via that button there. You've got radio volume up and down, you've got a mute button there. The source button will take you through your stations, and that will scan, that will take you through your long wave, medium wave, short wave thing, and that will scan through the stations depending what wavelength you're on. It also has the upgraded driver information system that tells you a lot more than just the basic van, a lot more sort of miles per gallon, distance to empty, and all that stuff. Across here we've got electric windows, electric mirrors via the joystick there as well, so a really good comprehensive spec on the van itself. So there we go, a 2011 on the 11 plate Peugeot Bipper 1.3 HDI professional, been with Peugeot Contract Hire from new. It's got a full service history along with air conditioning, Bluetooth, CD player, electric windows, electric mirrors, side door, wheel trims, blue paint as opposed to white. It's a factory paint job, I might add. It's not a respray, it left the factory this colour. Spare keys with the remote central locking, and that is a very nice small high spec van. The recommended MPG for these vans is somewhere between 62 and 74 miles per gallon, and if it's frugal running you're after, these wee vans certainly fit the bill very well. And they're one of these vehicles that are small and compact in size yet deceptively roomy. I'm 6'2" and I can drive these vans without feeling compromised in terms of space. They're very comfy, very smooth, and very quiet. They're great wee vans, very modern in their levels of technology. Just before I finish, I'll say the usual line that I do on every van: everything that we sell is second hand. Everything that we sell has had a first life before it comes to us, and may have marks or imperfections commensurate with age, mileage and use. My name is Barry, thanks for watching, thanks for your time. Come to Clarkson's where the vans are great and the kettle is always on.